What's going on, everybody? This is BroncoJuggalo.
And Bill.
I told you not to touch that. Give me that.
It's just a toy.
No, it's not, damn it. That is dangerous shit right there.
Dangerous.
I'm telling you, I wasn't hallucinating. You wound up in the garage. How did that happen?
I don't know how the fuck I ended up in the garage. I asked you and you had no good explanation.
I told you how it happened. You disappeared. Some guy kept calling me fucking Jeb, all fucked up in the face, wearing had a shotgun. Freaked me the hell out. You know?
It's okay.
And then, fucking, that superhero sidekick guy, Skinny Man, showed up.
Sidekick? No. I've seen the work they do. He's not the sidekick.
Yeah, he is.
No.
Yes.
No.
They call it the dead meat signal, not the Skinny Man signal. That's why it's shaped all rotund.
Oh, I can see that because you can't see. Yeah, you can't see a skinny person. You can only see a.
Excuse me. Anyways, we are here today to review Hellraiser Inferno from 2000. Directed by Scott Derrickson and starring Craig Sheffer as Lieutenant Thorne, or Detective Thorne, and, of course, Doug Bradley as Pinhead. In this movie, a corrupt cop, Detective Thorne, he takes the lament configuration, this thing, from a crime scene, and he has a fascination with puzzles, so he takes it home to try and figure it out. Don't open it.
I'm not opening it.
Don't open it.
I'm not.
He opens it and finds himself inside of a hellish fantasy.
Hellish fantasy?
Hey, that's what it was. It was a fantasy. Everything that happens in the movie, this investigation into a serial killer, everything just turned out to be a fantasy played off by the cinobites, who, spoilers, his psychiatrist is actually Pinhead, reveals to him that he's been in the hell in hell all along, and
ever since he opened it.
Ever since he opened the box, and everything was just his fantasies, and then he basically gets ripped up by chains and shit like that and hooks. Kind of Hellraiser shit.
Yeah.
But
fun.
This was one of the first films in the Hellraiser franchise that was not written as a Hellraiser movie. This was written as a movie, just somebody else's movie. They didn't know what to do with it. They couldn't get backing. Somebody said, oh, let's make it a Hellraiser film, put Pinhead in there. And we have Hellraiser Inferno.
It's not a bad film, though.
I enjoy it. This is actually one of my favorite movies in the franchise.
Not my absolute favorite, but it is a good movie. And I do like the whole... what am I looking for here? The whole loop. Eternal loop.
Yep.
I love that, actually. You don't see that a lot.
And for me, I just have a lot of fun with this movie. I think it's a very bloody movie. It's a fun film. It's kind of a crime investigation film, at least till you find out what's happening. And I've always really enjoyed this one. Now, I think the reason why a lot of people don't like this one is because, yes, it was not written as a Hellraiser film, and it does kind of show in the movie. Pinhead has a much reduced role, as do any of the cinobites. So one of the things that I really do like about this movie, and this isn't like a pro-con thing, is that this movie was filmed and takes place in Denver, which I fucking love, being that I'm from Denver.
Okay.
I love seeing movies that are places I know. So yeah, that's always cool.
Okay, can you pick out, watching the film, have you seen anywhere that it was shot at that...
I know some of the landmarks, some of the buildings.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, see, that is cool.
But I swear to God, and I'm not playing here, I swear, I'm not saying it is exactly, but I swear that if you watch Breaking Bad, and I don't remember which episode, you can see my truck drive through one of the scenes.
Oh, cool.
I swear, it's got my sticker on the back and everything. I'm like, dude, I think that's my truck. And it goes by real fast, so I can't really tell. So I'm like, but I swear, I think that's my truck.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, yes, Hellraiser Inferno, the fifth outing of the Hellraiser franchise. Let's get into this. Pro-con time. What do you not like about this movie?
Yeah, let's start with cons on this one. And because I don't have a lot of cons for this film, but my biggest con for this film is Pinhead really taking a back seat.
Mm-hmm.
You really don't see him until the very end.
Well, like we said, they worked him into this film. It wasn't made as a Hellraiser story.
Yeah.
It wasn't based off any of the Clive Barker books.
Okay,
They just
yeah,
worked
I
him
know.
into it. You know?
But still, I don't like that because, and, you know, I like quotes from Pinhead. He's always had some really good quotes. This film, there are none that stand out to me.
I did like that they worked him in as a different character, as the psychiatrist, you know?
Well, yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool. I did, but I'll get into that in the pro part.
Well, yeah, as far as being like hell and stuff, you know, Pinhead can't be there all the time. It might not be your version of hell, you know?
Right.
But, yeah, that was a big issue for me, was not enough Pinhead. You know, he took a back seat in this movie.
Right.
Okay, so what do you have?
That is actually my only con for this film, is that the cinobites have a much reduced role in this movie, including Pinhead, of course, being the main cenobite.
Yeah.
But that's the only real con I have for this film, guys. I really do enjoy this movie. I really like it a lot. I have a blast every time I watch it. So it's going to probably rank pretty high. You might be surprised where. So,
yeah. Okay. I have two more cons for this film. Okay. The first of the two is the whole Kung Fu cowboy scene. I was like, I haven't seen this movie in a while, and I watched it. I was enjoying it, and then all of a sudden, whoa, Kung Fu Cowboys, whoa, whoa.
I like that scene. I thought it was funny.
I just thought,
and as long as it's not in the Halloween movie, I'm cool with it. I mean, now, Queenie, don't kill me, but Pinhead, I love him, but he's not my favorite, and this movie franchise, it's got some really, well, they all have some bad entries, but I don't mind a little bit of crazy, weird kung fu shit in a Hellraiser film.
It didn't make any sense.
Don't do it in fucking Halloween. Do you hear me, Busta Rhymes? Don't fucking do it, you asshole.
Do it just to piss him off, because this...
He already did. Fucking Halloween Resurrection. When he kung fu'd Michael Myers. Yeah.
I watched that movie one time. Yeah. No, never will see it again. It's garbage.
I'm going to make you watch it just so you can review it.
Fuck that. Okay. All right. My last con for this film is he gets this tape from this little kid in a bar. For one thing, why the fuck was that kid even allowed in the bar? And another thing is, he takes the tape and he pops it into a VCR in the bar and starts watching it in the bar.
Yeah.
What? And nobody reacts to this grotesque thing happening to the guy, to his snitch in the ice cream truck. Nobody is reacting to this thing being played. I guess you could say that, well, they played it at the cop station and it was blank. Mm-hmm. So only he was seeing it. But don't you think some people would be like, what the fuck are you doing? Even if it was just a blank thing, what the fuck are you doing? Why would you do this in a public area?
Right.
So, yeah, that was my last con for this film. You start us with
You know what? Let's switch over to pros. Yeah, definitely. And I'm just going to go right off what you're talking about here. One of my favorite pros is the ice cream truck scene.
Oh, yeah.
Watching it on the video, and then when he's investigating. Blood and guts fucking everywhere. Love it. It's one of my favorite scenes in the whole franchise.
And his back looks so grotesque. The way he's chained to the steering wheel.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
So, it's okay. Something in the eye. All right. Okay, you were saying.
His back looks so fucking brutal and grotesque. And he's chained, like, not just a little bit. This is like...
Yeah, he's like...
wrapped around his wrist and with this really thick chain. It's fucking amazing. He's right. That you are right.
I love that scene. It is literally one of my favorite scenes in the entire franchise. I just fucking love it. I love the investigation part of it when the detective's in there looking around. And when Thorne's just like, dude, I like that scene a lot. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. My first pro for this film is the look of the other cinobites. We have some new cinobites. One of them kind of annoyed me a little bit, but not enough. You got another chatterer that's not even a half body. It's pretty much just part of a chest with arms walking around, and it chatters. But he looked okay. Even though he had eyes. I didn't like the eye thing. But I love the two female cinobites. The twins.
The Siamese twins or whatever, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I loved the Siamese twins.
Mm-hmm.
They were creepy as fuck. And that scene where he first sees them and they're sticking their hands in his skin. And he's getting off on it. That's creepy as fuck.
And what's so cool about it, like you said, because of the premise of the story and the storyline, he thinks these are fantasies.
Yeah.
He thinks that they're dreams. So he goes and tells his psychiatrist all about them. And what we find out is that it's all real, and he's in hell, and his fantasies are his now reality because he's actually in hell.
Yeah.
And that's one of my big pros for this as well, is I love that. I love the story of this. I think it's cool. I think it's a very cool story. Yes, it was not written for Hellraiser.
Yeah.
But it's a bomb fucking story, whether they put Pinhead in it or not. That's fucking cool. I fucking love it. Everything about it. And then I love the reveal. Oh, hey, by the way, you've been in hell the whole time. Fuck you, asshole. My name's Pinhead.
How's it going? Okay, I'm going to keep going with this because also a part of his fantasy, the engineer.
Right.
And he keeps seeing this one Cenobite with no eyes. Really reminds me of the Chatterer, but doesn't without the teeth thing. But that is a part of his fantasy too. Mm-hmm. Is this no-faced person that he's trying to find. And I thought that was brilliant that he had no face. All he had was a mouth. No eyes, no nothing, no other distinguishing characteristics. This is another part of his fantasy, is finding who he's looking for, finding the bad guy. And he doesn't exist.
He is a corrupt cop, and that's something else that I like about this too. He's a corrupt cop, and this is my next pro. But yes, he's fucked up. He does some fucked up shit. He's not a great person, but deep down he wants to do the right thing.
Yes.
He wants to find this killer that he believes is killing children. Well, the child turns out to be his own innocence, and the killer is his own cruelty. So it's all like this metaphysical kind of deal. And I like that because it shows that, yes, he's fucked up, but he's still trying to do what he feels is right in his job.
Yeah.
His own, things, his corruption is only within himself. It's not based towards everything else. He's not taking bribe money to not arrest somebody. He's corrupt in the fact that he's taking things from crime scenes or fucking hookers, what he should be busting, or getting high on,
coke. Yeah.
That kind of shit. So, it's just, I enjoy the character of Detective Thorne. I think it's a good, complex character with good facets that we get to explore in this movie through that storyline that gives us the insight into his psyche. And that I fucking love. I thought that was something that we really delved into with this movie. Kind of like in Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth, we kind of dive a little bit into the psyche of Pinhead and into Spencer Elliott. I enjoy those kind of things. I like that. So going off of that, what's your next pro?
All right, my next pro for this film is the atmosphere of this film. I love all the different sets of this film. I love the fact that we're kind of jumping around a little bit. It makes this film a little creepier because he'll open a door and he'll end up in another place, which is either from his past or just some random, where the fuck are we?
Yeah.
But it works. The atmosphere of this film, it is creepy. And when he goes home and Pinhead, doesn't know it's Pinhead yet, but the engineer calls him on the phone and says, go home. And he goes home, but not the home he wants him to go to. It's just really done well to mix all this stuff together. This could have been a convoluted mess real easily. But instead, it actually flowed really well.
I think it does too. And some people do say this movie's a mess. I look at it as finding a method to the madness.
Oh,
and
okay. I like that.
It does really work, and it works for me. Like I said, it's one of my favorite films in the franchise. It works. Final pro for me, guys, the blood and gore.
Well, that's pro mine.
Talked about it a little bit with the ice cream truck scene, because that ice cream truck scene is a big pro for me.
Oh, yeah.
But the blood and gore in this movie is some of the best in this franchise.
From start to finish.
Yeah, it's really good all the way through. There's no lapse in the quality. Very good stuff all the way through.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Like I already touched on the scene with the two Siamese twins and their hands are going into his body. Ugh. That scene creeps me the fuck out because he's actually getting off on it.
Yeah.
That creeps me the fuck out.
Mm-hmm. So you got anything else?
No, I have nothing else really to go with this film. I enjoyed it. I don't see why people are so pissed at this film.
Yeah.
But hey,
I've always said the same thing. I don't get it either. I don't get the hatred for the movie. Guys, I really appreciate you tuning in. I hope you're enjoying these Hellraiser reviews. I also hope that you enjoyed Wild Eye Week. I had a blast bringing it to you.
Oh, yeah.
And I really appreciate it if you guys go back and watch those videos. I know that a lot of those movies are movies you've never heard of before or you might not have any interest in because you are only into the mainstream stuff. But give them a chance. I think you will really enjoy what you're seeing.
Yes.
And I think Wild Eye is a great company, and I really want to get their name out there. So I would appreciate it if you guys went back, if you didn't watch them already, and give them a chance. This is BroncoJuggalo also telling you that I am going to be having a contest coming up soon, guys. I am about 65 people away from 1,000.
Ooh.
Get me to 1,000. There is a contest coming. Road to 1,000 starts now, guys. Or I like to put it, because I'm all about the underground, the sewer to 1,000 comes now. We're going to wade through the shit. You get me to 1,000, and I'm going to give you some prizes you won't fucking forget. This is BroncoJuggalo saying peace.
And Bill saying good night. Says I can't play with it, huh? I can't play with the toy. Ooh, it's going to have me a party to hell. Okay, let's see. Ow, that hurt. Okay, let's see what we got here. Well, oh. Ha!
I'm here for your soul and your head.
Okay. Why?
Because that's my gig. That's what I do. I collect heads, see? Axe, mask.
Oh, you're like a medieval headsman.
Yeah, something like that.
That is cool. That is really cool, except you're really fat.
You know what? Fuck you. Put your head down.
No.
Put your head down.
No, that would look really gay.
Well, I'm gonna do it anyways. Put your head down.
No.
Oh, hey, I've been meaning to ask anyways. What the fuck's with all the hooks and chains in the closet?
Yeah, I'm gonna plead the fifth on this one, and, yeah, time to go! Well, that's better. At least something actually happened. You know what, I think we just need to close that. Yeah.
We have such sights to show you. These bitches got me fucked.